anomaly.
General distress. MSV Hugo Gernsback. Registration
Probe launched.
BW461034087. Impact and
Scans have found something.
星球环境不错。
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside. Switch up.
啊，这个任务还有印象。这应该是那坠毁的飞船了。
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
好大的飞船！
Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology. Override. Beacon resumed. Pause time 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours.
8年。
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by acting captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
Jacob 他爹从大副升级到了指挥官，估计是指挥官挂了。
Who is in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
不应该叫指挥官，应该叫船长。
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
超速8倍。
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
当地的食物影响了人类的脑神经，基本就这个意思。
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours. Following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback, activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours on the authority of acting captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
这个道标是 Jacob 他爹亲自打开的，为什么？ 没有人知道。
Come on, let's get going.
Let's check the ship. My father had the beacon for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
It must have after so long.
异性的问题到底发生了什么？
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out, so I can remember, can think straight. They have to hurry.
还记得之前提到，刚才提到那个当地的食物已经影响了那个脑部思维。
His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him, but I don't.
这船上啥都没有。
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them, so they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will come.
Watch out!
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
We've been spotted.
基本上就是说，那个女人说的话，没人听得，没有任何怎么说呢，听不懂，就这个意思。但是他提到了一个头领和猎人这个问题。
That one hit!
Drop.
我卡住了，我操！什么鬼？什么？那个位置居然掩护不了？
over here! Have a nice trip.
They didn't have neural decay. They were insane.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
You killed them, but there are more every day. They want to fight, but I just want to go home.
She's lost it. We need to find someone who can make sense of this.
"怎么能撑过8年？也是个奇迹。鸟？
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure. Is that a settlement? They'd better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
They're from the same group as the ones that attacked us, but these are docile.
注意一点，全是女的。
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently? Makes males get violent.
Possibly, but the female on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food? Whatever's happening here needs to stop.
目前掌握的情报是 ，Jacob 他爹强迫他的船员们吃这些当地的毒性食物。
Look at these spoiled food stores. They've been eating only that toxic local food for who knows how long. Like that wasn't obvious enough.
门口的那个 VI 提到，这些当地的食物会让人脑会搅和你人脑的思维，让你变疯。
He has a cruel face. His cruel face. I can't talk to you.
Go away. You are like him. You will keep us here.
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
Wait, what?
He keeps us, protects us, and we please him like he demands.
Please him? 难道这里只有女人的意思是？
Enemy!
His mechs shoot without question. Not exactly a long-term discipline solution.
Well, that would make them hate him. Maybe it was just for defense.
Please, here. You could end it. You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Jacob, What does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
刚才给这个数据版的女人，她提到这个，她已经忘了，她已经不识字了，已经脑子已经到了坏到了这个程度上。然后数据版上写的是那个维护记录，提到一点是，Jacob 他爹和其他一些高层的人物是把当地的食物都留给自己吃，不把好的食物都留给自己吃，剩下的，尤其这些女人们都只吃当地的这些带毒性的食物。
He wasn't command material and it got to him. Couldn't keep the crew in line without violence.
It didn't stop there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers, like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
男性都被流放了，女性留下来当宠物，基本就这个意思。
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
Does it say why he separated the men and women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard, I don't see any justification.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
所有还有脑子的人全给杀了。
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest? Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this. I need to find this man.
明显的感觉是 Jacob 他爹，相当于占山为王了吧，当了一土皇帝，把所有还有脑子的男人全流放或者杀掉，剩下的女人当宠物用。反正 Jacob 还是一个血气方刚的小伙子，对这个事情，他现在想找到他爹解释这些事情。
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free.
God damn it, it's really him. Just got free. He's covering his ass.
鬼才信这些话。你来救我了，我刚获得自由。那这一地尸体是啥呀？
The old corpse was posed like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back. Incoming!
System failure.
还在说鬼话。
The late to blame his victims.
Backup systems engaged. Rerouting power.
还有多少？
Requesting assistance. Rerouting power.
This is valuable.
Critical system damage. Critical systems failure.
Understood.
I'm here.
Impact pattern.
I had to keep them busy, distracted, but it's getting dangerous. Thank God you've come.
还在说鬼话。
And now he wants out. Son of a bitch.
你儿子已经看不下去了。
Coming. Target down.
On my way.
Right.
System failing. Hard force casualty.
Target down.
There we go.
It took years to train my guards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me.
Throwing people away. This thing is not my father. Hostile drone! I've got him!
Hostiles up ahead.
Be covered. Come on over.
Nice shooting.
第二次就爽了。这就躺了。
Hostile drone!
got it.
Right with you.
被洗脑的守卫。
Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
只剩他爹一个人了。其实我最惊讶的是居然还能活下8年来。
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance Base. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
你说你不会回头看一下吗？还是说你还在这装帅呀，或者装傻呀？
Doesn't matter. You're running a very questionable setup here, Captain. Explain.
Of course. It was chaos after the crash, and the crew never really accepted me as captain. They rebelled and trapped us here. Once they started eating the toxic food, I couldn't control them. And I couldn't get to the beacon.
Just stop. We know what you did to your crew. Why let this go 10 years?
Who the hell are you?
Taylor. Lieutenant Jacob Taylor.
Jacob. My Jacob?
Not who you expected, Captain?
I was hoping not to have to explain this to him. Or anyone, really. You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
10年啊！
I'm not biting, Captain. At some point, you chose to do this to your crew. You.
What was that moment? I want to know that there was an actual reason.
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
就是刚才我说的，这个开了个后宫当了土皇帝。
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the droolers. That was before the hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
那我明白为什么道标被打开了。他爹觉得这帮猎人可能真的会干掉他，然后就把道标修好了。这个意图是那个收到信息的人可能会发过来救援，把他接走。然后明显我们能看刚才那一路上能看着他已经把故事都编好了，有人来的话他就用编的故事把人这瞒天过海骗过去，反正他自己能活命就可以。
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
Can't say this wouldn't be a hell of a vacation, but you don't get to just walk away after all this time.
You're damn right he doesn't. What happened here, I should vent his head. But he's not even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
已经不认这个爹了呀！你是要杀他呢，还是逮捕他呢？或者说把他留在这儿不管他呢？
We'll secure him for an alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
Survivors from area are being treated by Alliance personnel with additional civil support. Pleased to see Taylor unharmed psychologically by experience. Jacob Taylor has dealt with his father and is now focused solely on the mission. Jacob 现在能当坦了。
Alliance ships are inbound to secure Captain Taylor and his crew, Commander. We'll be long gone by the time they get here.
星联的船要接人，然后现在我们赶紧要撤，不能让星联的撞到我们。
Don't even give them the tail lights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Really? Because given the result, it feels like something you'd have your hands in.
You know very little about me, Shepard. Don't presume to understand my intentions. Cerberus is ultimately about humanity. My people are valuable to me.
Fine. You didn't forward it. So who did?
I did.
Huh. Surprise!
Was this supposed to be a favor, or did you just want to see him squirm?
What he did with it was his own business. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
刚才情况是这样，还记得这个任务之前，Jacob 说是， 他爹的这个信息是有人给他私聊发过来的，但他不知道是谁，他只是猜测是 Cerberus 内部有人给他发过来的。然后刚才面对 Elusive Man 是 Jacob 觉得是 Elusive Man 发过来的，Elusive Man 很自信的说，你们压根不懂我，这不可能我发这玩意儿，对吧？而鸣人呢自己过来自首说，我发的。
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison. Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
Jacob 的观点还是很有意思。我爹10年前就死了，那个人根本不是我爹。那个在关进监狱里等死的人，并不跟我爹根本是俩玩意儿，根本是两个人。
You had no idea Miranda was behind this.
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Come on, we got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard, thanks for the help.
Anytime, Jacob.
I've got an appointment with Shaira in 3 months. I can't wait.
We're flying into the eye of the storm, and you're thinking about some Asari prostitute?
Hey, watch it. It's not like that at all. She's... You won't understand unless you meet her.
这说的是那个神堡红灯区的那个 Asari。
That stuff with Jacob's dad, it's bullshit, right? Because it looked like bullshit to me.
确实是一堆扯淡的事情。
I assume everything's going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Shepard.
Thanks for diverting to the Gurns-back, Shepard. I appreciate being able to clean up that mess. Maybe not the best way to learn about the relatives, but I'm glad it's done. What do you need?
I'm interested in getting to know you better.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
How we doing, Jake?
Doing good, but good. Anything else, Commander?
We'll talk.
Commander.
想进这儿来的。
So the collectors did take New Canton.
Yes, but my wife and daughter left in the nick of time. They're resting in San Francisco as we speak.
That's great news.
It is, but I knew a lot of good people in New Canton. Our mission has to succeed.
Thank God Shepard's in command.
这个男人呢，他的妻子和老婆已经回到地球了。
The commander has put together an impressive team. I've never worked with so many aliens before.
They're a small army. We might just pull this mission off.
Did you hear that we are sharing our deck with a Krogan?
Well, ain't that peachy?
I don't know what to feel about Grunt. My psych reports refer Oak here. We have no guarantees that Grunt is mentally stable. I get the feeling he just doesn't care about anything, including who lives or dies.
Grunt 根本不关心任何人的死活。怎么说呢？他还是个孩子，要不是在培养皿里面被灌输知识的话，可能连话都不会说。
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your... Anything else, Commander? Yes, Commander.
Blue Sun's activity traced. We did a little due diligence on this Lieutenant Locke and his rendezvous with Captain Mohols. 哦，刚才那个捡到的对话。Evaluator sender name. Hey, Shepard. What I have you to thank for getting out of purgatory. Purgatory 是哪儿来着？ 准备一下。The Alliance soldier have given me this contact information. I hope this reaches you. Robbie Reef. 又提到了这个星联，就是边缘星系的人类殖民地消失了，然后星联和神堡都屁都不放，现在只能找到我了 ，Shadow Broker， 影子线人。啊，里亚拉正在找影子线人。里亚拉就是1代的时候我们那个阿萨瑞队友。最近 Cerberus 是把一些情报给了里亚拉，但是里亚拉根本不信 Cerberus， 这一点跟那个 Kaden 的心态一样，毕竟之前是里亚拉是跟着 Shepard 的。